tap down my Stitcher, we're dead. I mean, even if you draw into a spell, it's not... and that's one of the reasons why I've been trimming down the Stitchers. Because they're good when you're already going off, they're not good when you're not already going off. Maybe in the next version we even cut one more Stitcher, I'm not sure. Nah, he gets there. Good games. We did take a game, though. It's not like we... We did take game 2. I mean, maybe you could cut even more Stitchers. I don't know. I mean, every creature you cut, you make the combo more consistent. For every creature and land that you can trim, you make the combo more consistent. Okay. That's just how the deck works. For every one that you're able to cut, you make the combo more consistent. What was the problem with Win Zendikon? I didn't really like it. The problem with the Zendikon was... I mean, my favorite mana dork in the deck is Caryatid. There's just a lot of bolts running around. Well, not from this guy. Stitcher is essential to the combo. I'm just saying we should probably have, you know... Okay, so he's combo. We are a combo as well. We arguably are faster. We're aiming to go off before those Lotus Blooms finish. That's my idea. That's the plan. That's the game plan. So Breeding Pool plus Sacred Foundry gets me all of my colors. His deck doesn't really interact with us. I mean, it might have an Angel's Grace, so he might try to time us by I combo off and then he's actually sitting behind an Angel's Grace. We need to be aware of that. We likely see his hand, though, during the combo, which is nice. We're running a playset of Gitaxians, so likely we'll get to see his hand before we finish the full combo, so we could just, like, go halfway. Like, be, alright, you got the Angel's Grace, I'll hit you for whatever, and then pass the turn back. Hope he doesn't have the ability to kill us back. So in that regard, the matchup is hilarious, I guess, if he does have the Angel's Grace. I mean, Win Zendikon is fine. We might go back to a one of Win Zendikon. Maybe I'll cut one Stitcher for a Zendikon. That's an option. Okay, so I like Glittering Wishing, Ascendancy. I'm almost tempted to use a Serum Vision to kind of set up the next turn. Maybe you're supposed to Serum Visions before you Glittering, because what if there's an Ascendancy coming off the top, right? We feel silly. Bottom both. We've got our land if we want it. I think I do want it, actually. I mean, the Stitcher is so nice because it breaks parity on the Ascendancy. Like, you discard, but you're still getting something. Which is why I really like some number of Stitchers in the list. We're running 3, Snaf. We could go back, Rufus, to like a one of Win Zendikon. I don't hate the card. I just feel like Caryatid is so much more resilient. And definitely one of the reasons I'm playing in the color combination that I am is because of that resilience to the metagame. I mean, yeah, sure. People are throwing around spell snares occasionally, or occasionally they're casting Liliana the Veil. I'm not saying it's unkillable. I'm just saying it's resilient. Yeah, my opponent's deck is pretty cool, actually. But he's also in trouble. Again, I mean, if he has an Angel's Grace, then we have to go off in 2 turns instead, which is awkward. And his Lotus Blooms are coming off. So that's like the double whammy, the double awkward. Let's bring back the Stitch. How about another Sleight of Hand? You could take bird here. Cast bird and then crimson. Crimson the bird. Oops. I floated red mana. Bird, of course, can attack, which is the nice thing over Caryatid. Once you're already going off, it's tempting to use birds instead of Caryatids, but if you're prior to going off, it's more tempting to do the other. That's going to give the bird haste, which is nice, and it cycles. Wow, we are bare bones here, though. All I have is a Cerulean Wisps. That's scary. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. No, Sylvan's the safest target for the Cerulean. Drew a non-creature spell. Angel's Grace, it would be a beating, yeah. It would. I'd lose a lot of time. But we don't know if that's his hand. We don't know. So... Noxious here? I don't think so. Could animate another Caryatid, but I'm thinking that's something we're going to discard is when we get a second Ascendancy online. So I kind of prefer Crimson Wisping instead. Seems safer. So that's the second Wisp. Okay, Ascendancy, cool. I will pitch the Caryatid. Drew a bird, okay. Okay, second Ascendancy online. I mean, I'd love to hit a Gitaxian Probe. I'd love to see what's going on over there, see if he does have the Angel's Grace. That's kind of worst case scenario here, if he has the Grace. I think it's time to pitch bird, because we already pitched both of those. You just hope he doesn't have it. Think he tapped the white source? Okay, well, now we know he doesn't have it, so there you go. He was F6'd or whatever. Good to know, opponent. Thanks for telling me. And now, I mean, now we know. Now we know. And, you know, when you know, you know. So now that we know, we know. You know, so sometimes you just want to know. Because knowing, you know, knowledge, you know, they say knowledge is power. Probably sleeping. Exactly, Capolo. So, knowing is knowing. That's right. Tap his blue land for value. How far past lethal is it? It's not lethal yet, actually. The Caryatid is a defender, Rufus. I have 8 plus 6. I have 14 damage, so it is not lethal. It is not past lethal. It is not any stretch of the imagination. It's not any of those things. Hey, Gitaxian. Now we get to see his hand. If he wants to let us know. How about another Stitcher? Could have Black Fog tap the block source? Okay. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any of those things. He don't have it. Yeah, Darkness. I think it's called Darkness, Kylum. It's not past lethal yet. We need to get a few more triggers before it's lethal. I want to see the hand. I want to see what's going on. I want to see what variant he is. How many simians, you know, if it's the playset. I can't determine that obviously just from 5 cards, but let me see the goods. I imagine he was killing me next turn, right? 2 Lotus Blooms. Imagine he was killing us next turn. Which I'm sure, I mean, like, if I was playing a Nauseam Storm and I came up against Ascendancy and Ascendancy killed me first, I'd be like, yep. You had 14, just added 6. Right, it's lethal this time, I think. 8. 14. Yeah, I mean, I think it is lethal this time. I think you're right. I think it is lethal this time. This was, man. I think it is lethal this time. Yeah, it looks lethal to me. So, cool. I don't even know why I'm still resolving these triggers. I want to see the grip. Why didn't you Grace? Why no Grace? Screenshot. Why no Grace? What? Why no Grace? That might go on the screenshots. Why not do that? You kill me next turn, right? Okay. He doesn't have it. Oh. So what do they do against Leyline? I forget. Anybody familiar with their sideboard plan? They have another kill, right? I mean, Lightning Storm is the best kill. What do they do against Leyline? Do they bounce it? Does anybody have Ascendancy and know... I mean, I could Swan Song the Ad Nauseam. It's Lab Maniac? It's Lab Maniac? He didn't pay attention to my trigger. It's possible, freak. It's possible that he didn't. So these are things I'm considering cutting to put in maybe Leyline. You could cut down a Whisper. Like, you can go down on Crimsons, you can go down on Whispers. I think you'd be fine with even just 2 of that card. Right, he would have to also have the... He would have had to have Phyrexian on life, that's true. This is true. What do you guys think? Is it really Lab Maniac? Is it seriously Lab Maniac? Is it seriously Lab Maniac? Because, I mean... I'm considering the ley lines. You know that they run Lab Maniac. So we're I mean, don't they sometimes run Thoughtseize or Duress or whatever? I mean, Inquisition maybe? So you don't like the leyline plan? Right, he might not know to bring it in because he might not know that we run Leyline. So you guys are all saying yes. Okay. We cut one more Whisper. I considered Swans. He's also in the color combination that he could have, you know, removal for the Ascendancy. Disenchant, perhaps. So, this is Magical Christmas Hand, right? Not really. I mean, it's a one-lander. You could use Noxious to get back the Windswept. Even then, it's not pretty. I'll keep it, though. We're on the draw. I mean, it has Ascendancies. Alright, Inquisition me? Okay, whew. No Suspended Lotus Blooms either. We hit Probe. I'm kind of tempted not to Revival of the land. Almost. Almost tempted not to. I think I'm just gonna crack this. Interesting. It looks like he's going off rather slow. So what if... Okay,